As Ashley's friend, I'm tired of everybody coming on this fucking app with their opinions, with their thoughts, with their conspiracies of what they think may have happened to my friend. It's clear as day that this man murdered and killed my friend. He tried to stage it as a suicide. Let's put that on the floor. Number one, Ashley would never harm herself. Ashley was beautiful, happy, talented, hardworking. She had no reason to. I was just speaking to her and I have the messages of while she was on this trip.
Online reactions to Ashley Janae's situation are sharply divided, with one group pushing hard for accountability and answers, while another group believes she may have brought some of it on herself, creating a heated and emotional debate across social platforms. And even before Ashley left for her trip, there were claims that several people had warned her to keep her distance from Joe McCann, but she reportedly brushed those concerns aside, saying others were simply envious of her new relationship. And now that details from her second Instagram account have surfaced, revealing that she identified as a sugar baby, the internet has started to closely examine her lifestyle, along with the complicated dynamic she shared with Joe McCann, adding even more layers to an already controversial situation.
I'm noticing that black men only speak on black women getting murdered when it's a white man doing it. Y'all kill us every day. Black women get strangled, stabbed, shot. But when it's a white man do it, that's when you say something.
Each day seems to bring new details about Ashley Janae and what was really going on behind the polished image she shared online. And to recap, she had just marked her 31st birthday in Zanzibar, Tanzania, alongside her partner, cryptocurrency entrepreneur Joe McCann, even telling friends and family that he had proposed during the trip and sharing that excitement on social media. But not long after those posts, shocking news spread that she had passed away, leaving many confused and searching for answers, especially since parts of her relationship with Joe didn't quite add up. And after her death, he reportedly went silent on social media, clearing out his Instagram and avoiding public statements, while people who had known him before pointed out that although Ashley often featured him on her page, he rarely posted about her on his own account, aside from a few private updates. And adding to the concern, Ashley's family claimed he had not reached out to them at all, which only fueled more questions. And then there's the mystery of how Ashley maintained such a lavish online lifestyle, despite reports suggesting she didn't have much financial backing, as she was constantly traveling, showing off expensive gifts and designer outfits. Yet there are claims that her finances didn't match what she presented, making the entire situation even more puzzling. And as more people began digging and asking questions online, it became clear that there was far more to this story than what initially appeared.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? You know, we keeping it organic. Me and my little chocolate Easter bunny. Baby, stop playing. Baby, you know I'm sensitive, baby. We about to get in a lick. This her car. She probably put. She just came for to pick me up.
Something like. Not too crazy.
She from Philly, so you know she crazy. She toxic. She might stab me. You might stab me in my signature. You told me if I take my hands off, you gonna beat me up?
Because I'm with my hands.
Ashley was seen as more than just a Miami-based influencer, as she had built a name for herself as a well-known bottle girl and video vixen who moved comfortably within the city's celebrity circles. But according to some people who claim to know her past, her journey started very differently, with one person even stating that before her rise online, she had worked as a dancer and met Joe McCann while performing at an event. And from there, their relationship quickly became intense, with reports suggesting they traveled frequently, argued in luxury hotels, and even had authorities step in during disputes at times, while others claimed they were already engaged more than once, adding to the complicated nature of their connection. And as these stories spread, new allegations also surfaced about financial issues tied to Joe, including claims of questionable handling of investment funds, though details remain unclear. And alongside all of this, Ashley's own views and public statements added another layer to how people perceived her, especially as she openly spoke about dating choices and personal goals, emphasizing that she sought relationships that improved her lifestyle, finances, and emotional well-being, which many believed was reflected in her relationship with Joe, a high-profile figure in the crypto space. And by sharing moments with him online, it appeared she had reached a new level of success, though critics argued that her path was far more complex behind the scenes, as she had built her brand by promoting a luxury lifestyle and connecting with clients through social media before eventually meeting Joe in person at a party. And by November 2025, the two had gone public with their relationship while celebrating their first anniversary, presenting a polished image that stood in sharp contrast to the growing questions surrounding their story.
Do you know what really made me sad? And I don't know whether you caught it. I've been looking for it, but I know as fact because I took some pictures from that page. Ashley had another Instagram page. It's been taken down. Somebody has taken down that second Instagram page. Why? Because you see, there's an old saying, when you start to throw water, if you throw water at a wall, it goes in every direction, not just one direction. Which means that as we are going to expose Joe for who and what he is, it's also unfortunately going to expose Ashley for what she was doing. We also find out
What's raising even more questions is the fact that Joe was publicly talking about having a wife and young children while also being involved with Ashley, which has led many people to wonder whether he was still legally married when their relationship began, and if he truly was committed to his family, why the divorce seemed to happen so quickly, along with concerns about whether he was still married when he reportedly proposed to Ashley in Zanzibar, with some rumors suggesting that the proposal may not have been genuine and could have been more for appearances than anything serious. And from the moment they met, it seems like he was constantly traveling with her and providing the kind of luxury lifestyle she wanted. But behind that image, things reportedly became tense, with claims that his behavior grew more aggressive and that arguments between them were frequent, including past incidents where they allegedly clashed in public before the situation at the villa. And despite all of this, Ashley continued the relationship, which has left many people confused, while at the same time, her close circle has remained guarded about certain aspects of her personal life, adding even more mystery to an already complicated and widely discussed story.
Her since about 2021 to 2022. Everything that everybody's saying couldn't be further from the truth of who she was as a person, and it's bad enough finding out and having this be the way that I found out about Ashley and everything that she's been through, but it's almost traumatizing to see how people talk about her in the midst of this devastating loss.
Ashley's friends have insisted that she was a successful entrepreneur with her own hair care brand, and that this business funded the calm, luxurious lifestyle she displayed. But many people find it hard to confirm because there's little visible evidence of her professional work online, making it unlikely that everything was run entirely offline. While at the same time, claims labeling her as an escort have been widely criticized as disrespectful assumptions rather than proven facts. And regardless of what people choose to believe about her career or personal life, it doesn't change the heartbreaking reality that a young woman went on a trip and never returned.
And none of the romantic choices. But if that's your homegirl and you love her and they vouch for that person, Ashley and homeboy was at my birthday dinner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They were at my birthday dinner. And I invited Ashley the last 2 years to my birthday dinner. So this year I made it a point to get on the phone. Like, yo, this is the year. What's up? You gonna make it? And she was on some shit like, yeah, you know, just gotta check with my man, and I know we gotta drop off the step kids, and we gotta pick them up from school, and they on spring break, and and I'm on the phone like, girl, for real? Like, yo, like, you playing stepmommy over there?
which is why many are calling for answers instead of judgment, with growing demands for transparency, including requests for Zanzibar to release any available CCTV footage that could clarify what really happened, especially since her final posts painted such a joyful picture, including a moment where she was feeding a giraffe with HBD Ashley spelled out in rose petals around her on April 5th, just days before everything took a tragic turn that no one saw coming. And while it's painful to see how quickly opinions have divided, one thing remains clear. Ashley deserved a full life and the truth about what happened. So now the question is, what do you think? Share your thoughts and stay tuned for more updates.